about 7. Um, I've been a little bit later than I normally have been. I'm still battling my little cold. Probably my hair doesn't even look that great. I'm battling but I'm getting better. So, I slept like a full 12 hours last night, and I'm getting better now, finally. So I'm gonna do your reading for you. I have news. If anybody's watching this, please be watching my podcast tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Central, or just check me out on 216thenet.com, or check me out on any kind of downloads off of Google Podcast, stuff like that, because I have information, and it's scaring me, and it's not just by psychic. You have to remember, I have 1 million people watching. I have information that could blow, that they don't want, the government does not want us to know, but I have proof that what I'm saying is right. And it's not bad. It's actually good for the economy, but yet they don't want you to know. And so please watch me tomorrow, because I'm going to tell you on how to manage through this. So just to let you know, it's a surprise. But like I said, I know I have information that I don't know if I'm even supposed to know. But I thought, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. But when I tell you why I've got proof that it's right, you'll understand, and I will explain that. Okay. So just to let you guys know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just popped down. I literally went to bed at like 7 o'clock last night. So I've been in bed for like 10, 12 hours, but I'm feeling better. It's a touch of the flu. I did some walking yesterday. I went and got I probably shouldn't have been out. I was still a little sick, but I went and got a few groceries. I don't think this is COVID. I think this is the flu. It's going around anyway. And I was so exhausted. I only walked 6,500 steps. Well, if you know me, I walk more like 10,000, 12,000 steps a day. And I did 6,000. I was dead. I literally came home and just, and I'm like, well, that means I am not feeling okay. And if you guys have known, I also pulled my head, my tonsils pulled. So for the first year, and I was warned that I would catch everything, and I have been. And I'm a very healthy person. I really don't catch much. But anyway, be watching financial. This is a financial issue. I want you to be watching tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. here, or TikTok, or Instagram, or Facebook, or 216thenet.com, or you can find the download on. Sometimes it takes Ken has been downloading, my producer, stuff for me. So I think that actually it might take a little longer, but if you're watching me, you'll see what I mean. It's important. Okay. So thank you for helping, for caring to make sure I feel good. This is your reading for 3/25/2022. Now it's very interesting because all the cards are upside down pretty much. And this is my new card deck called the After Tarot. It is the moment after the card, actually, the original card. It's like a couple seconds after, which is very interesting. So you're ending something, and it has to do with a relationship. It's like, I want to say maybe you're in the process of realizing that maybe it's not working, or maybe you need to be out. Now, you might just be processing. This can mean a breakup or just arguments. It can be, maybe you need a break also. That's kind of what I'm picking up on these. And is it a delay or a breakup of your family? I don't know, but I do know you're discontent, and you're trying to figure out how to make yourself content. Now, this card is upside down. It's warning you that maybe it's your viewpoint, okay? That maybe you need to really sit back and realize these people don't not appreciate you, but it's your perception of it. Now, I'm feeling exactly this way right now, and I found it funny that the cards laid there. Because you remember that I pull cards for all of us, but I am feeling this card right now today. Like, I feel underappreciated. Do you know what I'm saying? You do, especially as a parent and a mom. They never get it until they have their own children, and even when they have their own children, I sometimes don't think that they appreciate everything that you've sacrificed and done for them. So I kind of think that, because this is the card of discontentment, but when it's upside down, it's telling you that it's still discontentment, But it's also telling you, is it your perception? Because maybe they do appreciate you more than you think they do, which I found a very interesting thing. Okay. Found it very interesting to be that way, to be presenting that way, itself that way. So just, it could be just in your head. Okay. All right. It's just, it's almost like when you have to understand that when they're upside down, that they aren't always the opposite. That like lovers, okay, lovers means where your choice is being made, but this can mean somebody's infidelity. This can mean screwing around. This can mean breakups, disharmony, and so they sometimes aren't exactly the opposite. So, okay, so just letting you know. But I really find that interesting that all these cards, because I got the upside down family card, which means there's not lack of harmony in the family, but I want to tell you that this card came, which tells me it could be in your head. So you need to make wise decisions and you need to think that through today. Okay? I think it's a processing day is what it is. Okay? With that said, please be watching that podcast. It's important. I'm telling you what I know, I'm not supposed to know. And I know that sounds crazy. And I think sometimes that some people, when we're psychics, they think that we don't know how to manage money, and we aren't savvy in certain things. And I'm not too bad with investments and stuff, and I'm well educated. I have 2 master's degrees. But what I know I'm right. I've predicted it. And that's what's scary. So if you look, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow, that I'm right. And what happened was, I can't even say who. I have a follower who forwarded me an email that they had received, and I'm not supposed to know who it's from, but it has to do with the economy. And it's not a bad thing. So don't think that, but it's something that they're hiding. And it hopefully will change everything for the better. That's what my hope is, because I do feel that. But just to let you know. So just be watching that, because it's important. And, I feel like I'm a conspiracy theorist, because, hey, well, some of those conspiracy theories are true. I'm sorry. There's a few there. I don't say all of them, because some of them get crazy. But some of them, when I was growing up, my dad always used to tell me he was convinced that JFK had been bumped off by the powers that be. And he used to always tell me, just mention it. And I used to think he was crazy. And he used to just mention it. Because remember, I was little. I was born in 1966. So it had happened before I was born. You know what I mean? But he was very wise about certain things. And I guess then it was a conspiracy theory. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really realized what they were really called. But, and it just I always think back to that, because I think he knew and understood, because he said he had seen things. He had been in the army, he had been in the army, was honorably discharged. He had burned his lungs in the war. Anyway, the stuff he had seen. And by the way, did I ever tell you he had seen Elvis when Elvis was in the hospital way back in the 50s? And if you guys know about the story, he had been in the hospital. My dad met him. By the way, that was just an interesting thing. But anyway, just to let you guys know. So be watching. It's important. It's for your financial health. And you remember, I'm a Taurus North Node. It does concern me, because that's what I'm learning. I'm learning responsible, grounded, practical ways, spiritual ways to make money. And understanding how to deal with money. You have to understand your North Node is what you're working on in this lifetime. Your South Node is what you're letting go from another lifetime. So my South Node, I believe, is a Scorpio. And so I must have been a Scorpio in my last lifetime. And now I'm a North Node of a Taurus, which is literally how to make money spiritually. Literally, that's what a Taurus North Node does. So go figure, right? That's what I'm doing, right? But I think that I think sometimes us psychics don't get enough credit for being intelligent, because I think sometimes we get they say we're crazy and we're out there because we follow astrology and stuff. But any of you guys know, I invite you to please check your astrology. Have somebody look at it for you, because I'm telling you, the more I get into it, I used to be real skeptic of it. It's accurate. Okay. So with that said, we are going to be meditating on the cards today, because that's what we do. And we are going to meditate on letting go, realizing maybe you need to let go. There's a letting go in the cards, but it could be your thought pattern. I'm just posing that. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that you're losing a relationship. It doesn't have to necessarily mean any of that. Okay. All right. So with that said, I'm going to do a quick meditation with you. I'm getting a lot of people coming on later. I'm getting several hundred hits now. They're checking out my meditation in the mornings. So, which is fine. I am going to get to it. Like I said, I've got a brand new website that we're making that's going to have the ability to put your astrology chart together. And my friend Jonathan, his name is Jonathan. I've known him forever. He's a computer expert. He's going to help me. So he is actually in the process. I have work on it today. So, and by the way, I'm catching up with my reading. So if I owe you a reading, because remember I was been sick, I'm probably catching up today. So, okay, to let you guys know. All right. So we're going to meditate today on what you need to let go of. Is it your thought pattern, or is it really the relationship itself? There you go. So everybody take a deep breath. And I'm even having a hard time taking a deep breath. Zycam works, by the way. The Zycam you put up your nose, within 10 minutes, like not even 10 minutes, I would say maybe like 5, you're pretty much clear. I just put it in my nose. I'm starting to clear up again because I was really stuffy. Yeah, I'm just getting over this. So, okay. Getting a real now remember, you should not be driving, and you should not be operating anything, and you should be sitting somewhere in a nice light location. So you can close your eyes if you want. You do not have to. You're going to go through your nose and out your mouth, because that's the best, quickest way to really calm yourself down. Did you know that your meditation that I'm teaching is called 478? 4 in, hold for 7, 8 out. It mimics your sleeping breathing. So you are literally calming your body down. So literally, yeah, my hair's all sticking up because I've been sick. Yeah, I can tell I've been sick. Anyway, so everybody take a deep breath. Hold it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now release it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in again for 4. Hold it for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe out. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whenever you're having trouble sleeping, try this. You'll fall asleep within 5 minutes. I'm dead serious. It works for me. Works very well. I cannot even remember where I found this. I just know that it does work. So I share information when I find stuff that works. Now what you're going to do is, what do you need to let go of? At a soul level, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It might be a relationship. Breathe in again through your nose. Hold it for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what is it that you need to release? You know, your soul knows. Listen to that pit of your stomach, because that's where the soul sits. Maybe it's a preconceived notion. Maybe it's what you think you need, but you don't. Maybe it is what you need and you haven't been thinking about it. Either way, what needs to go today? What needs to be released today? Make a decision on something too. There needs to be a decision that has to be made with it. Okay? One more deep breath in, and I'm going to be quiet for a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let out. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Quiet for about a minute. Keep breathing the way I've taught you. Keep breathing. I don't know about you, but I start to sweat when I get get a lot of oxygen because I've been sick. I just start to sweat. You can see me, I'm starting to sweat. It means you're doing it right. Okay. You guys can open your eyes if you haven't already. And yes, I'll take a couple of questions. I know I wasn't online on Tarot Tuesday. I'm sorry, I've been sick. You feel the same about the cards today, Anna, too? You feel, Holly, you feel like your boyfriend's had enough of you. Like he has already moved on, but he is too scared to tell me. Holly, you need to have a discussion. Force yourself to do it. If you're not an air sign, which I feel like you might not be, you need to, because you can't hold that in. It's not good for you, okay? Oh, 11, 12, you see a lot. That must be telling you something. So a 111 is telling you that there's good things happening. You guys do know that, right? Tanya, do you see a making money from home? Yeah. I feel like you can. You've got to find the job. Go on Indeed.com. You'll see it. Now, I will tell you, when will I be with my person? Hold on. Veronica, you've got a little time yet. The person of your, you're going to be dating a little, but they're not going to be anything real serious for a while. It's like a year before you find that person. Okay. So don't worry, but just don't go have a little fun. Okay. But, like I said, be watching because it's important. I'm very serious because I know stuff that I first was scared of it. Because I found some information out, but once I did my research, this is good stuff that you're taking 2 steps forward and 3 back. Yeah, there's a card in the deck, that's 3 steps forward, 2 back. It's the moon. It's kind of like that. So I think it's the moon. I have to look at the cards again, but there's one that means that. So I get it, but it's opposite. It's not 3 steps. Yeah, it's 3 steps forward, 2 back. So you're making a little progress, but not as much as you think you should. So yeah, I think sometimes that, like I said, I'm going to say it again, that because I do tarot cards, I'm crazy and I'm not educated. And if you guys know a lot about me, I speak 3 languages. I'm a historian. I taught history. I taught U.S. history. I know quite a bit about economics and the U.S. history. So I think that I probably am coming from a good place for my podcast this week because, like I said, I have information that I'm surprised I have, but it's not bad. It's not. It's actually really good, and it's not scary, but I'm going to tell you how to help. It's going to help with your finances. Okay. Blessings to all you guys. And if you could do me a favor, I would appreciate it. One, I'm going to be making a video about all the different orbs that are appearing. If you guys were watching back on 315, there was an orb. It was on my right side. It was plain as day. I've got some that are just really, really obvious. Like we're talking like scary obvious. And I'm making a compilation for a video because I don't even understand why they're there. I think that they're seraphim angels because we've blown them up and it looks like somebody's doing this with little wings. So I don't understand why. I don't know why me, but somebody says because they want people to make sure people realize that what I do is real. I guess. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I'm making a compilation. So if you guys can remember a time or a video that you saw one, please send it to me because there's so many of them. It'll probably be about 15 or 20 of them at least. So, okay. Yeah. What? Oh, thank you so much, Marco. Yeah, if you like 315, go back to the 315 because you guys told me there was an orb and I didn't even know. It was live and I did not know. And then one of my good friends sent me, goes, "Hey, there was a major orb behind you." And I didn't even notice. And yes, there was. So what we're doing is we're going to do compilations, and then we're going to also. I have my like I said, I have a friend that's an expert on computer, and he's got an app where he can even blow it up. I'm telling you, we blew one up. Kent couldn't believe it either, but it was something doing this. They had little wings. So we're guessing seraphims are tiny little angels that bring information to you. And it's always in my right ear. And they always say angels come to the right ear. So that way I'm like, because I'm fat, I don't know what they are. So I want everybody's opinion. So we're making a video. So if you haven't noticed, this is starting to roll. Like we're seriously starting to roll. And I'm supposed to be, like one of my psychic friends told me that I'm supposed to be really soon getting a sponsor. When I get a sponsor, it's hard for me to get a sponsor because I'm a psychic in what I do. People are leery of backing, Pepsi isn't going to want to back a psychic. And which is sad, but it is true. But there is somebody out there that's going to be backing me here soon. So we're going to wait and see what happens. Anyway, so if you guys can help me and if you guys can send me, because that was how I found out that there's some on the videos that I don't even know. That would help me out. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. All right. I see them with my own 4 eyes. Yeah, I'm 315. Yep, I know. You saw it too, Solig. Yeah, that's the one that I just did. And we just took the clip out of that, and what we're doing is compiling it into a big video. Because I've got ones, I guess there was one about a year ago, and I know which one it is. I think it was Gemini's Crania's a career. This thing was like that big, and it flew, and it flew back. It flew back, and it's pure white. And there's no way it's a bug. It's November in Wisconsin. And you can see the wings doing that. And so I'm compiling it. So if you guys could help me, I would appreciate it. And I almost wonder why it's me. Why me? But I guess I've talked to some other people that I know, and they say that there's other psychics that sometimes will have things on their videos. So, so that way, I guess. Yeah. Anna, you saw that one? Yeah, it was Gemini, Brandon. Okay, you saw it. Okay. I think there's one there. And on an average, this is what we've noticed too, because my producer said this. It's about every 4 months. You ever notice and then you'll get like 2 videos in a row that'll be nothing but like little orbs, and then you won't see them again. It's kind of weird. It's like they make the rounds, I guess. I don't know. So, okay. Yes, it's on the right side. Yeah. Reach out. Yes, thank you. It was on my right side. Yes. Yeah. Charisma, do you know who your soulmate sign might be? No, I do not. But you do have somebody coming. It's going to be a while. For a lot of you guys, I'm seeing like it's later. I don't know if this is just a growth year for you, but I see for a couple of you guys, it's more later in the year when you get somebody that's really coming. Now, I want you to realize something also, that some of you do really need to be with anybody. I had somebody ask me that the other day, and I kind of chuckled. People don't have to be with somebody. We are told we have to be. If you truly, maybe you don't need anybody. Do you know what I'm saying? I just want you to realize that if you want somebody or you need somebody, which is the difference? Or are you just letting them into your life? See what I mean? Okay. Yeah. Spirit is energy, Lily. I agree. Yes. I just want people to realize I don't think that people give people who do what I do enough credit for intelligence. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I think because science says that this doesn't exist. I guess that's why. But like, it's stupid because if you really think about it, according to science, this exists. E equals MC squared. Because I'm time traveling, and I think that people, I, there's, there's such skeptics, I'm too intelligent for that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Tell me what, okay, if this is not real, please tell me what these are on my video. Tell me. They're bugs? How can they be bugs? I'm in the middle of winter. Tell me what they are. I want to know. See what I'm saying? That's why I'm making a video. And I'm going to try to force it to go viral so people will say, make people think, so, you know. Yes, exactly. We don't have to be in a relationship. I'm in one right now and I'm not even going there. So if you haven't noticed, I don't mention my husband much. I care about him and everything, but we kind of do our own thing a little bit. So he's with me a lot, but yeah, well, I'm not even going there. So, and as I am reaching out and doing my own thing, it's getting more, yeah. And by the way, I did buy my trailer. I get to travel. I got a travel trailer again. So I traded the other one and got a new one. So yeah. All right, you guys. You guys take care. I'm going to tape. So I'm gonna start for my next month already. And I'm also I've got a woman I think she thinks I'm ripping her off, and I'm not. I'm waiting purposely till the end of the month to tape. I told one of my followers that yesterday. So if you ask for yearly in the beginning of the like in the very middle of the month and you don't get it for 2 weeks, it's because I'm doing it on purpose. Because it seems like if I taped it right then and there, so if I taped it mid-March, it would be from mid-March to mid-April, not actually April to May. It'll be off by 2 weeks. And I've noticed that. So I'm purposely trying to make sure that does not happen. And I think she's a little upset with me because I think she thinks I'm ripping her off and I'm not. So anyway, blessings to you guys. All right. Watch me tomorrow morning. Okay. Sorry I wasn't on Tuesday nights. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't be on some of these psychics are on there every single day. I can't do that. You guys, you understand I've got 20 on Saturday. I'm going to be reading all day. I've got my own podcast to produce. I'm working on my PhD. I'm thinking of starting my blog again, but I got to find a writer, a ghost writer. So if any of you guys are ghost writers and you guys want to know how to help me, I'm paying. I'm looking actually at a person from Upwork who does that professionally. You're going to take my transcripts and make them into a blog. That's kind of and I've been after somebody to do that. So if you know anybody, send them my way. Blessings to you guys and make it a great day. What do you need to let go?